Welcome back to court. Oh no, my mouth is not ready. No!
What? It was just working. There.
Yay! My lips were taking a recess. Also, you can see the bottom half of me. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh well. Don't worry. I'm sure I have legs. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you know what has legs? This game. Man, it has great legs, this game. There's so
Wow.
there's so many cool people in this game.
The gams on this game.
Yeah, them gams. And hello, Fox. Hello. Welcome, friend. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. I hope that you're ready for some justice. Ergo, what about you? Are you ready for justice?
Always.
As you should be. That's good. That's good. It was funny, as is tradition, when we pause playing this game for so long, we end up starting up the stream going, what happened last time? And if memory serves us correctly, we finished Susato's possible Yuri arc where she saved her friend who may possibly have a crush on her. Not entirely sure. It seems likely though. Anyway, so we finished that arc, and I think now we're beginning something with our boy Ryunosuke back over in England. I think. So yeah, we'll find that out. Yeah, we'll find out today. And I'm glad to hear, speaking of today, I'm glad that today has been a good day for you, Fox. And, ooh, some chicken soup. Ergo had chicken soup. You guys are twinning.
I mean, mine was just from a can. I didn't make it.
Oh, well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by make. I kind of assume by default that when people say make, they mean microwave.
No,
but then again...
I think Fox hunted down a chicken.
That is true.
Cooked it.
That is true. That is true. That's something I could see you doing, Fox.
Is a fox.
Yes.
After all.
Absolutely. And also congrats on the art and the writing. I've been doing both of that lately myself, so have fun with it. It's lots of fun. Mine was boiled chicken soup. Ooh. Box broth, chopped onions and spices. Okay, so yeah, not microwaved then. Definitely a higher tier version of the soup that you probably had. Me, I'm a snob to chicken soup for some reason. I don't know why. Ergo always makes fun of me. He's like, why do you not like basic chicken noodle soup? And I don't know.
It's like the default soup.
I like chicken ramen, but I don't like chicken noodle. I don't know the difference.
That would be what chicken ramen is.
I don't know.
Chicken noodles.
The only chicken noodle soup I like is ramen. I don't know. I'll eat it, I suppose, but I just won't desire it. I'd prefer something else. What?
Put this cord over.
Oh, you stopped the music.
Move. That's what I was trying to avoid. No, now we're gonna have to restart the whole stream.
No. See, you should have just
left.
You should have just left the cord be knotted.
Because of the loose.
It's okay.
I was just gonna say move it so that that other cord is not pulling on it.
Yeah, I know. See, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Is this the music playing again?
Nope. Music still ain't playing.
Wiggle the plug.
We wiggling.
Is it playing?
Nope.
Is it?
Nope. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. Nope.
No? Well, also, okay, hold on.
Nope.
You hear the clicking sounds?
Nope. No clicking.
Sometimes the music just stops.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Move out of the chair. Time to do tech support.
All right, Ergo tech support, Corvus.
Okay. I guess I'll just...
Yeah, that works too.
Do this.
Can people still hear talking?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. They should.
Well, if you could still hear the talking. Our Ergo has a weird, issue with the headphone jack. And he was attempting to, fix a loose cord. And I guess that's what effed it up just now. But, yeah. Technology.
Here,
always a good start to a stream is some scuff.
Oh, wait, the speakers are muted?
Oh, that's fun.
Huh? Wait, the what? Oh no, it's Windows being horrible. Hold on. It changed the default speakers. Whoop. Okay, wait. Might be here. Okay, I can hear stuff here. Okay. Should be coming through on the stream. Let me just make sure on my phone.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Yeah!
Okay, alright.
We did it!
Take this gently.
I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I'm doing my best British accent, even though none of the characters I voice have a British accent, even though they should.
Iris.
Kind of, I suppose she does. I don't know. Iris's voice changes a little bit.
That was her name, right? The little girl?
Yes. You don't remember Iris's name? Also, my mouth doesn't move.
Oh, okay, hold on, alright. Hold on. Gotta fix that too, apparently.
Yeah, you do.
It forgot what the microphone is. Wait, what? Now it's saying there are no microphones.
Oh no!
What do you mean? Okay, let's just close it and open it again.
Oh no, where am I? No!
I love technology. Okay, it's working.
Yay!
Let's start the dang game already.
Yay!
Let's go. Episode 11.
Also, is the YouTube music still playing?
It is, yes, okay.
I was gonna say, this music didn't sound
right.
appropriate to the scene.
Okay, it's fine.
Also, I don't hear anything from the game.
What? God
Yeah.
damn it.
All I could hear was
why?
the YouTube. Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, well, hold on, we'll just have to... Do I have to just restart the stream?
I don't know.
Yeah, use the... Okay, hold on, we have to exit the game,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
God.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Because I think the game switched, like, what speaker it was playing through.
Oh, that, oh, I'm hearing stuff now.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
It's coming through on the stream.
Yay!
Alright. Okay, now we actually continue.
Here, high five, honey.
Yeah.
There you go. We did it. Episode 2. The Clouded Kokoro.
Okay.
It was a ghastly tale of a winter's night. One of an invisible killer and a crime perpetrated on the pavement along Briar Road. As the victim lay at death's door, the mystery of just who had stabbed the young lady from behind had been resolved. But no sooner had my friend saved that Eastern Exchange student from his harrowing plight, than in the dim, flickering shadows of gaslight did a second bizarre crime rend the stillness of that very night. I dare say most can still recall the sensational headlines of the day. Haunted apartment of death, the condemned criminal's curse, the dread demon of coal gas. Yet, though the great detective had at once discerned the truth upon his arrival at the scene, it only proved to be the overture that announced the rising of the curtain on a most tragic play.
I like this guy's pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool fit. This is me. Excuse me. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a fledgling lawyer, just starting out on my journey. 6 months ago, I arrived as a visiting student of law, having made the long voyage across the sea from the Empire of Japan to here, London, England. And on the way, in quite extraordinary circumstances, I made the acquaintance of a world-famous detective who only barely knows what he's talking about half the time. Currently, I reside in the attic of the detective's own lodgings, from where I run my legal consultancy of sorts. I've successfully defended a number of clients in Britain's highest court, the Old Bailey. But since a particularly grueling and unforgettable legal battle 4 months ago now, I haven't returned to the courtroom. In truth, I lost my right to return. But that epic trial was just one small part of an epic tale. A tale which was now about to awaken from slumber, thanks to a letter that arrived this morning from my homeland.
Someone's hungry. Don't worry, Marinosuke. Me too.
What a delicious smell wafting up the stairs. It must be nearly time for breakfast. I'd better go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite and say good morning to the great detective and his flatmate. Man, I'm already gonna have to figure out how I did Iris's voice. Oh, like right now, apparently. Hang on. It's loading. It's loading.
Bruno, good. I was just about to call up to you. The bacon's ready.
Good morning, Iris. It smells delicious as usual. Before we eat, though, I have some news. I had a surprise.
Oh, God.
Your turn. Load your voice now, Ergo.
What did he just sounded like a guy? Like some guy.
My tooth hit my straw.
Shh. That's it.
Oh, yeah? That's all you're gonna read?
Oh, hi, Tira.
Oh, hi!
British-ish. Yeah.
I think you did just make Sholmes sound like a dude, though.
Not another word, Mr. Naruhodo.
That sounds on brand. And hello, Tira. Welcome, friend. It feels like forever since I've streamed, because it has. So I'm glad that
like
you
January.
Could be here. Yeah, you didn't have to say it out loud. Oh, I'm so stoked that you could make it too. It is so wonderful to have you here. I'm always so happy to see you, friend.
This could be just the abstruse thing for my pre-breakfast stagnation-repelling mental stimulation, my dear fellow. That was a lot of big words.
Yeah, man, geez, it's too early in the morning. Quit it. Morning to you too, Mr. Sholmes.
Ah, yes, I see. That's it.
Wow! I'm gonna print screen that because I feel like
Make that the thumbnail.
Yeah. So that's it.
Hold on.
I print screened it.
I'm gonna save it. Sometimes it forgets. The truth is as clear as Clip Studio Paint opening. So that
creates new from clipboard. Oh god! Jump scare.
Is as clear to me as day. My faculties of observation have revealed it again.
What are you talking about?
You, Mr. Naruhodo, you have, this very morning, met with a surprise. Well, is that not the case?
How did he know I peed the bed?
Really, my dear fellow, your pants are soaked with piss. That's how I knew. It barely warrants explanation.
With how weird he is about figuring stuff out, do you think he'd even be able to deduce that someone peed like, their pants if their pants were
You
wet?
must have spilled something on your pants.
What? Who knows?
You must have been carrying a cup of piss and spilled it. Someone else's.
Oh, it's someone else's. Okay, this conversation's getting weird.
A drug test.
Okay, let's leave the water sports behind, okay, shall we?
But I love jet skis. Firstly, your hair is particularly unkempt, somewhat reminiscent of a bird's nest. That's a thing people will say about your descendant, I feel like. Wasn't that a thing people said about Phoenix?
Well, he had weird spiky hair, so I think they said stuff about that, but yeah, basically.
Secondly, you have neglected to fasten the third button of your jacket. Clearly, when considered together, these two facts point to you having been flustered this morning.
Can I talk now?
But of course, though I don't look for admiration, you understand.
My hair always looks like this. It's been this way since I first met you.
This is my default model.
This is my default model for the game. There's been a whole game about it already. This is the sequel. You should have paid attention.
It has?
And the button was ripped off last night, if you remember. So sexual.
When you ripped my shirt by you.
Oh goodness. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. I like that too much.
Really pulled your button off?
You shouldn't hear about this, Iris.
Conversation might be 18 plus. Iris, go to your room.
Ah, yes, I recall the incident now. It was after supper, was it not? After we went on a date.
And got ourselves some dessert. Mm.
As the evening advanced, I picked up my violin and began to play the wailing notes of a haunting tune. But then, to my utter dismay, the third string snapped. Why did it have to happen? Why? Little wonder then that in my vexation, I grabbed the first button I saw and ripped it from its proper place. What?
Well, I'd like it back now, please. It's troubling me that I can't fasten my jacket.
And it's troubling me that you expect me to know where it is. Somewhere thereabouts on the floor, one presumes.
Helpful.
What matters at the present time, my dear fellow, is simply whether or not my deduction was unerring.
But Hurley, Bruno said it when he came in, didn't he? I had a surprise this morning.
he's the person standing emote. Just standing still. Well, that really is a surprise.
Yes, this man is the pride of the British Empire, the famous consulting detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There can't be a single person in the world who doesn't know his name.
I think they know it with the letters the other way around, though.
Yeah, probably.
All right then, enough of this silly conversation. Come and eat this bacon before it gets cold. And I have a new herbal tea for you to try too, my latest special blend.
It's weed.
Do you want to say that louder, Ergo, for everyone in the room?
No, it's fine.
You sure you don't want to tell him it was a 420 blend?
We can continue.
Okay. And here we have Iris Wilson, Mr. Sholmes' lodger and companion. A truly exceptional young girl who's the author of a highly successful serialization here in London. Yes, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, as published in Rance magazine.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, won't you put us out of our misery and kill us? What surprised you this fine morning?
Oh, well, I received a letter from Japan.
Oh, from Susie? Was it really?
No, from Japan.
The island nation of Japan just sent me a letter, collectively from everyone.
There's other people in Japan besides Susato.
That's right. And she had some rather startling news, in fact.
Ah, intriguing indeed.
Almost as intriguing as the weird little elf shoe behind my ear.
Oh yeah, there is an elf shoe.
Yeah, it always gets me.
You must tell us all about it over breakfast.
Oh yes, what fun!
Oh,
Time
guess I have to
play
clicky.
the game.
Mr. Sada's letter. This is the letter that arrived from Japan this morning by international post.
Oh, how lovely! Look at Susie's beautiful writing. I wish I could read it.
And how is your judicial assistant faring, may I ask?
She's very well, thank you. In fact, according to what she's written, she actually appeared as a lawyer at the Japanese Supreme Court and won a case.
Really? Oh, isn't she wonderful?
A cut above your good self, my dear fellow.
I've won cases too, you know. Apparently, Mr. Natsume appeared in the trial as a witness.
Natsume. No, I don't recall that name.
Of course you do. We helped the man. Twice. You know, in those 2 cases that took place on Briar Road 6 months ago.
Ah, the mustached, twitchy man with the somewhat feline eyes and the mustache.
I mean, yeah, that does describe him to a T.
The cat boy.
He didn't have 2 mustaches, Hurley.
Yes, who could forget those 2 cases? They made a very deep impression on me. What happened again? Although I must confess the details are a little hazy now.
Don't worry.
It's been a long time since Grezy streamed them.
Yeah, wow, way to call me out when I was just about to do it.
My favorite VTuber, Grezy_Dragon Lady.
I'm glad he remembers the underscore. I always have to ask you if my name has an underscore in it. A very deep impression they made on you, clearly.
So, what was the startling news penned by Miss Susato?
That she's gay. I mean, do you remember the case of the haunted lodgings, Mr. Sholmes?
No. Ah, yes, it's very interesting, you know? I don't feel entirely uncertain that a case of that nature did not occur.
He's totally forgotten then. Anyway, in her letter, Miss Susato asked that we read over her case notes again and investigate further.
Though it took place half a year ago, for what purpose?
Because of something that Mr. Natsume said to her, apparently. He suggested that the real reason why she was called back to Japan so suddenly might have something to do with that case of the haunted lodgings.
Oh?
On Mr. Natsume's return to Japan, Miss Susato's father questioned him about the case, she says, and something Mr. Natsume said appeared to trouble Professor Mikotoba, prompting him to send the telegram.
Oh, that case, yes! It was very strange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I had compiled the whole story into a nice, neat manuscript, ready for publication too. But then Hurley here was all funny about it, remember? He was very mean. That story must not be published, you said. Very mysteriously as well.
Really? I said that? Are you sure?
Do you perhaps know something about it as well, Mr. Sholmes? About why Miss Susato was suddenly told four mouths ago? 4 mouths ago? I see.
Typo spotted.
Wow. Everybody take a sip of your preferred beverage. There's one typo.
4 mouths.
4 sips for 4 mouths. Hang on.
I want to take some of this soda.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that is too many mouths. I agree, Tira. A bit too many. About why Miss Susato was suddenly told 4 months ago that she had to return to Japan.
I mean, the U is like an upside down N.
Yeah, that's what happened. Somebody put an upside down N in there. That's what happened.
Repatriation.
That's a word.
It's been 4 months now since we waved Susie off at Dover. It was such a shock, wasn't it? The way she just suddenly announced that she had to go back to Japan.
Indeed it was, due to a telegram she received from her homeland, I believe.
And you know, Tirif, when you're saying common mistakes, I want to add, yes, that is so true and valid, and I absolutely don't want anyone to get fired over that for this game, because can you imagine making a game, writing it, and like reviewing it over and over again, and you're like, yep, no, everything is good, we totally caught everything, and then some stupid streamer comes up and goes, hey, wait a minute, there's a typo there, and then you're like, fuck. No, my life is ruined. Don't worry. Your life is not ruined.
They need to
okay.
release a patch. They release an update to fix that one letter.
The patch for the upside down N. Yeah, these games do have a lot of words, so...
They're basically all words.
Yeah, many words.
Words and pictures.
Words and pictures. It's like a big comic book. Oh my god.
It's like some kind of visual novel.
Oh, whoa. So yeah. It actually makes the game more special, I'd say. So, way to go, person who forgot that. Good job. Good job. Probably the translator. Because I just realized that now. This is translated into English.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's okay, translator. We understand. Anyway. Yeah, localization team, let's go! That's right. Telling her to return urgently.
Yes, because her father had passed away.
No. It just said he was suffering from a high fever, the cause of which was unknown. He's not dead. But according to this letter...
He is now.
Gosh dang it, Ergo. Stop trying to kill the father. Both you and Herlock, stop trying to. That news about her father's fever was just a ruse.
A ruse?
It's like a rose, but with a U.
Is another potential typo?
So Susie's daddy lied to her so that she'd make the voyage back home? Why would he do that?
I have to admit, I have absolutely no idea. But she believes it's almost certainly related to the case of the haunted lodgings. Summoning her back to Japan so suddenly like that. I wonder what Miss Sasato's father is hiding.
Hurley, do you know what it's all about?
I put on my coat. Well, who can say?
What? But you said, plus you have an outfit change. What?
Please, I have engagements, my dear fellow. My calendar is quite surprisingly full today. I have a D&D game to get to.
Oh, what class would Herlock play?
Ranger.
You think he'd be a ranger?
Sure.
Yeah?
They're like observant and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they have like long distance weapons?
Yeah.
What would his weapon be? Would it be a violin? That would be a bard.
It's a violin, but it shoots like a bow. Yeah, actually, he would be a bard, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. If he was both, he could be a bard ranger.
This one in particular would be a bard.
Yeah, he's goofy.
The one from like the actual books, probably not.
No. Yeah, the one from the show that we watched.
Yeah.
Would he be a ranger?
Which is more accurate to the books.
Yeah, he'd be a ranger. He'd be a ranger.
Yeah.
What about Watson though?
Cleric.
He'd be a cleric.
He's a doctor.
Oh, you're so right. What about Iris?
I mean, artificer.
Oh, okay.
They make gadgets.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, so now what we are hearing is we need to make a tabletop RPG game for Great Ace Attorney. Go ahead and get on that, baby.
What's Renosuke?
Why are you asking me? I'm the one asking you.
He's just like a fighter. He's just
that, or because what would a detective be?
Or a lawyer, you mean?
Well, yeah, a lawyer. That's what I meant. Sorry.
I mean, also a bard, I guess, because of charisma or whatever.
Maybe, or he'd be a knight because he's defending people.
Be a paladin.
Ooh, Renosuke the paladin.
Because he's a defense attorney.
Yeah, see, there you go. See, I like it. All right, when's this dropping, Ergo? When you making it? When you making this?
Never.
Oh.
Let's go.
Well, darn. Now I want it. Somebody else out there, get on it. Okay.
Wait, did I read this? A stringent analysis of the matter would be excessive, I feel, even if I were quite at leisure. So, man the fort in my absence, won't you, Iris?
I will, Hurley. Don't worry. See you later.
He teleported.
Okay, now that he's gone, quick, turn the place upside down. Let's just have a party. Let's get crazy. Anyway.
He scuttled off rather quickly there.
Scuttled? Like a crab?
Yeah. I think perhaps Professor Mikotoba isn't the only person hiding something here. Yeah, Herlock is very sus. He knows stuff. Because I think in one of the previous cases, I remember we had discussed it before, that Sasato was talking to Herlock.
Right, when he was in the hospital.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever we may or may not have gotten a resolution from that.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, but because I'm leaning towards that we didn't. I don't think that's just me
Maybe we'll find out.
Or misremembering and forgetting. But anyway, Soseki-san was involved in 2 cases, but only one of them was forbidden from being published. By, of all people,
Mr. Sholmes.
Aha! I found them at last.
Iris, are they...
The notes about the case. That's right. Susie and I compiled them together. The case of the haunted lodgings. Do you want to read them, Bruno?
Absolutely. Thank you, Iris. I have no idea what secrets could still be hiding in the shadows of this case. But perhaps if I read over the notes again, something might come to light.
That's the spirit.
See, now this is a case we've not actually done, right? I feel like we would have remembered it.
I don't. It's unclear.
Well, we'll find out right now. And I agree, Tirif, Herlocky is a big sneak. He's such a sneaky sneaker.
And so, Iris and I decided to read over the case notes again together. Everything from what happened to our investigation and that fierce battle in court that followed. Reliving every detail. I just need to find a clue. And I have all the time in the world. Because, of course, I'm no longer allowed to practice law in the courts of Great Britain.
Oh, is that what happened? After that case?
I don't know, or maybe in this one that I guess we're about to play. I guess we're gonna do.
Well, because like the big ending one. I don't know, but maybe.
Did he? I don't know. It's unclear.
Well, yeah, we'll find out.
I forget.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? Maybe you should pull up the wiki and just double check. No? Okay.
Figure it out.
It was 6 months ago. A mysterious incident that unfolded on the wintry streets of London. A young woman was found lying on the snowy pavement of Briar Road with a knife in her back. Fortunately, her life was spared, but she was unconscious for several days following the incident. The fog was thick, and nobody saw her attacker, but, by a cruel twist of fate, a visiting Japanese student was walking behind her at the time, and was duly arrested. That man was Soseki-san, and the man who effected his arrest was Mr. Sholmes. Believing in our compatriot's innocence, Susato-san and I decided to represent Soseki-san in court. And, after a grueling trial of many twists and turns, we finally managed to prove his innocence.
Right. I remember this one.
Yeah, that case we know.
Because it was that weird couple, and they like threw the knife out the window, and it just happened to land in that woman's back.
It was an accident. Like, literally an accident. Oh, here, Mr. Soseki, that's you.
Oh, God. I think he just always sounded like he was out of breath or something.
Yeah.
Like, joyful, joyous, jubilant jubilation.
Was the man's reaction after the trial, but his jubilant jubilation was short-lived. We received a telegram from Mr. Sholmes the following morning. The victim of the Briar Road stabbing has regained consciousness. Hurry to Bart's at once.
Bart
Simpson's house?
So Susato-san and I summoned a hansom and headed immediately to the hospital. I was like, huh? A hansom what? And then I realized it must be a different...
So like, cab driver.
Yeah. A handsome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Whoa, it looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
The statue.
There's a little mouse in the corner.
Oh, there he is.
Spreading some disease.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Got the Black Plague. There you are at last.
Good morning, Mr. Sholmes.
I think not.
Oh.
He pulls like his mask off. I'm not Mr. Sholmes. You're late. What on earth took you so long?
Your telegram only arrived at 5 o'clock, Mr. Sholmes, and it's a 20-minute ride to the hospital.
That's right, and it's 5:30 now. I think we made very good time.
The time is utterly irrelevant. The fact is, I have been waiting for what has felt like an eternity.
Ha!
In point of fact, I myself was awoken at 4 this morning by a telegram boy, and feeling it was somewhat unjust that I alone had been roused at such an hour, I sent one to you.
He really is the type of person to go like, well, I have it worse.
I'm awake, so you must be awake.
Well, thanks for that.
Anyway, you're here now, so the victim is over there. She's only just regained consciousness.
She's the mouse right there. Oh!
She appeared. You should introduce yourselves, and I shall observe from here.
Whoa. So that's the lady who was found on the snow-covered pavement with the knife in her back.
Her name is... Ah, yes, here we are. Miss Green.
She is wearing green.
She has the little Mai hair from the Moomins.
She does kind of feel like a Moomin character.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like she's almost dressed like Snufkin. Because of the green.
Yeah. See, you know, I know that Japan does like Moomy. They like Moomin. So would not shock me if that was done on purpose.
I mean, they made a whole anime.
They did.
Let's look at the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
This rounded wooden figure isn't the most charming, is it?
Are you kidding? It's beautiful. I don't think that's decoration, Mr. Naruhodo. It's an artist mannequin, I believe. Used when practicing sketching the human form in different poses.
Really? It's not exactly what you'd call a typical figure for that purpose, though, is it? Wow. Ryanosuke.
No, I suppose not. I confess I've never seen one quite so full-figured before. But hey, maybe we should have more of those.
Well, if you want to draw a full-figured person, it's the right tool for the job.
Or the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yes.
Or the Michelin tire guy.
Yeah. Look, there's a photograph in this frame here.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
I was just
Sorry.
about to do that. I'll let you have it. Oh, look at this guy. What a nerd. I love them. Oh, yes, it's a picture of a young gentleman.
He looks to be about the same age as Miss Green, I would say. Perhaps the young woman's special someone, do you think?
My, Mr. Naruhodo. I didn't know you had a sense for matters of the heart.
Not in the least. Oh.
Aromantic Ryanosuke, maybe? Intriguing.
I sincerely
Or he's just stupid about it.
I sincerely said the first thing I thought of. That's true. We all know he is in love with his with his boyfriend, so not that you can't be aromantic and be in a relationship, but there were lots of bottles in that cabinet, aren't there? Do you think it's safe to keep them like that?
If you were a patient here, I feel sure you'd take some medicine by mistake when you were half asleep.
That is a worry. But at least the cabinet has a lock, even if it's only a flimsy-looking one.
Oh, I have no doubt you managed to unlock that somehow while you were half asleep as well.
There are limits even to what I can do when I'm half asleep, you know, Miss Susato.
Gotta look at the mouse.
A mouse, Mr. Naruhodo! An enormous mouse!
Yeah, that is quite a big mouse.
So that's more of a rat.
Oh, vermin in a hospital? That doesn't seem the best.
But it looks like a very healthy specimen, doesn't it? It's very plump.
I'm not sure we can say that's down to the excellence of this facility, if that's what you were thinking.
It's very well fed. There's lots of trash for it to eat. It's good.
Ah, this looks like the treatment notes for whoever's occupying this bed. Let's see. Do not permit to run around the hospital.
The patient doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so...
He or she is probably running around the hospital then.
Oh dear, how worrying.
What's worrying is why they haven't discharged the patient yet. There are all sorts of medicines in this cabinet. Look, I'm not sure if it's safe leaving them in reach of everyone like this.
Yes, you're right. I can imagine if you were peckish, you might try a whole bottle or two.
Well, at least there seems to be a little lock to secure the cabinet
Just
doors.
munching on some pills.
Yum, yum, yum.
I don't imagine that would stop you if you were hungry. I worry that you'd break the lock.
Hunger doesn't turn me into a criminal, you know, Miss Sato.
Speak for yourself.
Was that so, Ergo?
That must be a bag of Miss Green's personal belongings.
She would have been brought directly here after she was found stabbed on the pavement, though.
I expect a friend or family member probably brought some things for her.
All right then, let's see what's inside. Right in front of her face.
Yeah, we haven't even talked to her yet.
While she's staring at us.
Like, we've just been looking around the room and talking to ourselves.
All right, let's see. Don't mind me. A change of clothes, no doubt, and,
No, Mr. Naruhodo. You must never scrutinize a young maiden's personal belongings.
But the young maiden might have chocolates or biscuits or caramel.
Just
Because I want them. And Tirif, yes, the rat is a patient, I agree. Clearly, they're the ones in that bed. That is empty right
That's
now.
why it says don't let them run around.
Exactly.
Because they're a rat.
Ah, this looks like the patient's treatment notes. Let's see. Do not feed. What is this place, a zoo?
You know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical sign in our local park.
For the pigeons, yeah. This is a person. Poor woman. I hope she hasn't read this.
Alright, we'll finally talk to her.
Good morning.
You've been spotted.
The way she stared.
Yeah.
Who's gonna voice this lady, you or me?
Let's get a closer look.
Hello, I'm, Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan.
What?
What do you want to do?
I don't know what voice I would do.
She looks scared. Give her a nervous voice.
Oh no!
Yeah, do that, that's perfect.
Oh my god.
Ooh, woo
I
voice.
feel like I did that for somebody else, but I don't remember who. Oh my god. Oh no! Was it your knife that... Are you the man who...
No. I'm a lawyer.
Why would your attacker be visiting you in the hospital?
To try it again!
And I'm Susaru Mikotoba. Pleased to meet you.
Oh no! Was it your knife then? Are you the one? Does she just ask that to everyone? Did you stab me?
Oh, no. I assure you, I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. We heard that you regained consciousness and wanted to come to give you our best wishes.
Best wishes for me? Thank you.
Tirif, I will give her the benefit of the doubt for not recognizing the assailant, because she was stabbed in the back. So
Yeah.
I guess at that point, I wouldn't recognize them either. But yeah, no, that's fair. Fair point.
I'm Olive. Olive Green.
Olive the other reindeer, sorry.
I'm Olive, the other reindeer. I'm an artist. Well, no, that's not right, is it? What I mean is, I'm trying to be an artist.
Queen, me too. Don't worry. I feel the same as you. You are an artiste. Don't let those thoughts get the better of you.
Well, what I really mean is, I desperately want to be an artist. But the truth is, I don't have any talent. I know I don't. It's no wonder I was stabbed in the back.
Oh, baby.
They just hated my art.
Oh,
They
baby.
stabbed me.
No. Olive, we need to give Olive a hug. We need to give Olive a hug.
I don't think that's related, actually. Do you need a hug?
Gosh, this young woman seems to bend over backwards to put herself down.
Seeing as we're here, we should ask her about what happened from her perspective, I suppose.
Well, I got stabbed in the back. That's about all I remember.
To suddenly be struck in the back by a blade as you were walking along the pavement. What a terrible experience you had, Miss Green.
It was so cold that day, and the fog was so thick, I couldn't see a thing. That was 4 days ago now, I think. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid you've been comatose all that time.
But the case has been solved, hasn't it? Well, I've been here in hospital, I mean. You can tell I'm British because I said in hospital instead of in the hospital.
Oh, they just removed the word the, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why British people do that. They say in hospital, not the hospital. Anyway.
Do they do that with everything else, though? Like,
Kind of.
we are in We are in home now, or we are in store now. I don't know.
I don't know.
If you're British, sound off. Let us know. We are curious.
Indeed it has, my dear madam. Spectacularly, by none other than I, Sherlock Holmes. Herlock Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes, as you will know, it was Mr. Naruhodo's hard work in court that solved the case.
Are you yet to hear what happened, Miss Green?
Yes, I'm afraid. So, a gentleman from the police force is supposed to be coming to fill me in shortly.
Oh, I see.
Me coming round seems to have made everyone frantically busy. I'm so sorry. I should never have regained consciousness. It was selfish of me.
Oh, poor baby, no. Oh no, we're all so relieved that you're on the mend, Miss Green. Really, we are.
With that kind of attitude, maybe her surname should be Blue, not Green.
She's basically sadness from inside out.
Yeah, she basically is.
So, you're an artist, are you, Miss Green?
Oh no, oh I couldn't possibly claim that. I'm a fledgling artist at best. Yeah, olive blue. Yeah, there's no blue olives.
I mean, with the internet these days, you can find blue anything.
Okay.
Because people use Photoshop. But anyway. Because I was thinking of the... Have you not seen, like, the blue watermelon? Like that post where they were like, look, blue watermelon exists. And the people were like, oh my god, stop it. Like that. Anyway. But yeah, true facts.
I mean, I'm a student of art, really, at the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. I had to say it like that.
It was very well said. I liked it.
Oh my, an Academy of Fine Arts. Great Britain is such a wonderful country.
Dear, if you can't say that.
Tell me, Miss Green, do you live hereabouts? Oh no, actually. I don't deserve it, but I have a little flat on Brixton Road. I see. How very interesting. Oh no, is it? Brixton is some 10 stops away on the Underground from here. And Thorndike Academy is a mere 3-minute walk from Brixton Town Centre.
Does that matter, Mr. Sholmes?
Perhaps not, but Briar Road is a far less salubrious part of town by comparison, dwelt in by those of inferior means.
Wow.
Including the Maleficent. Maleficent.
Oh wow, Disney movie? She's here?
Maleficent Mr. Mustache.
He's great. A little weird, but he's great. Take that back. Inferior means? I suppose Soseki-san does fit the bill. Ryunosuke, you too?
I mean, just that he's poor.
I mean, sure, I suppose.
It struck me as somewhat out of the ordinary for a young fine arts student to be walking in such a district. I mean, artists tend to be poor. That's all.
Yeah. I ain't rich,
And
I'll
students.
tell you. I'll tell you that right now.
Students and artists tend to not have a lot of money.
Yep.
What's this? She's suddenly clammed up.
See, Tirif also is sounding off in the chat as another fellow artist. They too are poor.
Right.
Solidarity, high five to everyone. There, that was me high-fiving everyone. All right.
Mr. Sholmes, you should be ashamed of yourself prying into a young maiden's private affairs.
Ha 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 ha. Oh dear me. Do forgive me. If you don't mind, get the fuck out.
I would love her to say, get the fuck out.
I'm being discharged shortly, so I need to pack up my things.
Oh, yes, of course. We won't keep you. Thank you so much, Miss Green.
Hydration! Thank you, Fox.
Here, I'll give you a break real quick.
Is there a Mr. Naruhodo here? Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh my god.
Naruhodo now.
Well, if you're looking for Naruhodo, the lawyer, that's me, but... Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, I'm going to do this for you. Dang it. Oh, it's like... Shut up.
Okay, read it.
It's a message from Mr. Saucy Nutmeg. What name was that?
Mr. Saucy Nutmeg.
Mr. Natsume sent a message to me?
No, Nutmeg.
No, it was Saucy Nutmeg. Oh, God. But why would a policeman be delivering a message from Mr. Natsume? Exactly. What's going on? And why was that voice so horribly offensive? What's a Scotland Yard constable, with again such a really weird voice, doing playing delivery boy at this time in the morning?
What are you waiting for? Let me see that.
I like his animation. It always makes me laugh. Oh,
Well, this is most unexpected.
is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes?
Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes, he says. Have you not seen this note?
No, how could I have?
It would seem that London's criminals have no intention of letting the great detective rest. A new case calls. A case of murder, no less. We must depart at once.
Murder?
Call a cab. Time is of the essence.
But the trouble is, we've yet to read Mr. Natsume's note. I was thinking we ought to pay him a visit at his lodgings once we did.
That will be entirely convenient.
Convenient? What do you mean?
It's all here in this note, my dear fellows. The murder we must investigate took place at Mr. Mustache's lodgings.
Wait, what?
All hail Ferris, at once!
Whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. It was only yesterday that Soseki-san was in court, and we were dispelling doubts about his innocence. And now, the very next day, there's a murder at the man's own address? He may very well be the unluckiest man alive. Or so it seemed to us at the time, but we were soon to discover it was worse than we thought.
He's not dead, is he?
He can't be.
So I thought, didn't he go back to Japan?
Yeah, because he was in court with us in Japan, remember? In the
Yeah.
Yuri case. He was there.
So he's back here now again?
This is the past.
This is the past.
This is the past.
Okay.
This is the past.
Right, yeah.
It's okay,
Okay.
Ergo. It's okay. Do you need another sip of water?
No.
Okay. Gotta get them brain juices going.
Whoa.
Oh!
A jester.
Oh no! Nice Pants! Nice Pants is dead. Those are cool pants and now they're dead.
Yeah.
What on earth? Oh my! The gentleman is deceased! Without question! He's dead! I'm sure they're gonna pop up now that they've said
So
that.
be like, I'm not dead. Oh yeah. Locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire.
Mr. Natsume.
Oh, why? Why is this happening? Why to me? I've only just got out of court yesterday. I was finally home after 2 days of misery. And then I wake up the next day to this? No early bird should catch a worm like this. You just rhymed this with this. Woeful worm without wiggle. I see you're in high spirits again this morning, Mr. Mustache. Ah! Not the horrible hairlock Sholmes. Shoo, shove off. Show yourself the door. I never invited you.
Mr. Sholmes came here with us. I'm quite sure he'll be able to help you, Mr. Natsume.
I am entirely at your disposal, Mr. Mustache. What can I do for you? Grr.
Oh, man, you're real busy today, baby. Sean Connery voice, remember? Your attempt at a Sean Connery.
You're the man now, dog. Here they are already, the busybodies. Ah, Inspector Gregson, what a pleasant surprise. Pleasant, is it? Also, didn't he get, like, fired? Wasn't he, like, guilty of something?
This is the past, honey.
But this is before...
Yes, because this immediately happened after, like, the third case.
Right, okay, so this is before that, like, final case.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pleasant, is it? Gives me heartburn every time I see your face at a scene, Sholmes.
And Tirith, yes, I don't know if I would like fish and chips as much because I'm not a huge fan of fish, but it does look good.
It's fried.
Yeah, and it is fried, and also it's never ending.
Yeah,
it's
right?
It's just never ending. Might as well.
How does he do that? He just reloads it like a shotgun.
It pops it back up.
All right, it's mesmerizing.
It is. I'm like hypnotized by it.
Huh. I deduce, Inspector, that your heartburn is a result of your excessive consumption of fried food.
I mean, he's probably right.
Yeah.
Good morning, Inspector.
This is a crime scene. Don't you go touching anything.
Or good morning to you too, sunshine.
You get to look around.
Yeah, I'll examine. I won't immediately go into talking so that you don't have to talk as everybody.
He has like a stage set up. Oh, maybe we have to talk first. Oi, I said hands off. You're gonna mess up my crime scene.
No, I just wanted to look, that's all.
No chance. I know your kind. You'll mess it up just by looking at it.
Sounds racist. Someone's in a bad mood.
There's certainly some bad air in here, isn't there? Ha 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 ha.
Alright, it sounds like I'd better talk to the inspector first and try to curry some favor. Ooh, curry sounds good.
Yeah, get some curry.
Yum yum yum.
Click, clicky.
So, Inspector, what was the victim's name? Who was he?
I don't know.
Hot Pants, that's what. His name was Hot Pants, can't you tell by looking at him?
Mr. William Shamspear.
I'm surprised they didn't do Shilliam Wham. Hang on. William Shakespeare.
Whamspear? It's almost like a porn star name. Wait. William Slam Spear.
Oh, no.
That's a porn star name.
No. I mean, yes, you're right, but no. Anyway.
He was a lodger here. As you can probably tell, he was an actor. A bit of a dead loss, as it seems. Or just dead. Is that some British phrase? I don't get it.
Mr. Shamspear.
It was the landlord, old Mr. Garadeb, and the other lodger, Mr. Natsume, found him. The fellow didn't rise at his usual hour, so Garadeb got worried and kicked the door down.
But doesn't Mr. Garadeb have a bad leg?
Oh, yeah, you're right there. It was that jittery Japanese hunchback over there who actually did the kicking.
Really? Soseki-san?
The victim was pretty hard up, it seems. Even done some time inside for petty crimes. He had no money, no place to go, and no friends. His only acquaintances were the people in this house. Miserable life, and a miserable end to it.
So, what exactly is Mr. Natsume still doing here? He's not involved in the investigation, so shouldn't you have sent him away from the crime scene?
Well, I'm not saying it's because the fellow looks odd or anything, or that he acts suspicious, but I thought it would be prudent to take a statement from the cohabiter.
You nearly said culprit there, didn't you?
Oh dear. Mr. Natsume appears to be under suspicion again.
It certainly seems that way. He does just come across as such an odd fellow, doesn't he?
Poor man. How unfortunate.
Anyway, I can't say much until the coroner gets here. But I don't think the fellow's been a goner that long. The body's still warm.
Even if the inspector would allow it, I don't think I could bring myself to touch a dead body.
Maybe now we can look.
You know what I'm kind of wondering? And I bet I'm going to be wrong, but I wonder if he's pretending to be dead.
Oh, because he's acting.
Yeah, he's
gonna
an
be
actor.
like, this is my greatest role yet.
Yeah.
Because I'll convince everyone I'm dead.
Because also in, like, Shakespeare, with Romeo and Juliet...
Oh, yeah.
There's that thing that they take to, like, look like they're dead, and then... but the other one doesn't know, and so then they kill themselves, and they kill themselves.
He's, like, rehearsing for Romeo and Juliet or something.
Well, I don't think that's what he's doing, but I'm just saying in the vein of it, I think that's what's happening. Yeah. I think he's doing it on purpose to
Mr.
be bad.
Slam Spear.
It would kind of be funny, though, if he was just practicing for a play. And it was all convoluted like this.
What a terrible thing to have happened.
It's only been 3 days since I was arrested for the incident on the pavement outside. And then, having finally regained my freedom, it starts happening all over again. Endless existence of excruciating experiences.
And put that on a bumper sticker.
So, the victim lived here on the ground floor, and your room is just 1 story up, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. In a way, we were neighbors, I suppose.
So did you know the victim? Were you friends? We were lovers.
Oh my god, they were roommates. Looks like he's like shaking a like.
Don't shake the baby.
Like, yeah, he's trying to play babysitting mama.
Yeah, so
he's doing horrible at it.
Soseki-san could not play babysitting mama. He would shake the baby too many times.
He's playing like a Wii game where you have to shake the controller.
Yeah.
He's playing No More Heroes. He has to like recharge the lightsaber by shaking it.
What game do you think he's playing?
What's the matter with Soseki-san now? It was an innocent enough question, wasn't it? Why does he seem so shaken by it?
Well, I suppose he wasn't a complete stranger.
Oh yeah, they were fucking.
But did he ever invite me to his room? Never.
It was only me. I only came to his room. Unfair.
Other way around.
Or other way around.
On my honor, I swear it.
What an extreme reaction. You're probably wishing you'd never asked now, aren't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
When we found him here, I felt wretched, which is why I sent word asking you to come. Through that inspector over there. Alright. Look around some more. Can we go look at the stage thing?
Yeah. Oh.
Or... What?
Yeah? Yeah?
Jump scare.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
Ha! You need only observe to know it, my dear fellow. Investigating, naturally.
There's nothing natural about that pose.
Haven't you read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Pose like this all the time.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's...
Mr. Sholmes, have you made some miraculous discovery? That we're going to find out is backwards in a few minutes.
Patience, my dear madam, patience. We've not been here in this room 5 minutes. So far, all I've managed to deduce is what actually happened.
My goodness! But isn't that everything we need to know, Mr. Sholmes?
Now that you propose the idea, I believe one could, indeed, see it that way. At the present time, I've managed to draw 2 incontrovertible conclusions. The first, that there was a physical struggle here last night in which the victim fought for his life. Ah!
Don't shake the baby.
Mr. Natsume, what's wrong? Is something that Mr. Sholmes said significant somehow?
No, don't mind me. Forget I was here. And my second conclusion is that there was a poison lingering in the air here last night that passed to the victim's lips. Nonsense!
All right, Mr. Natsume. Why are you reacting so extremely to Mr. Sholmes's deductions?
No, please, pretend I'm not here. Invisible, ineffable, inscrutable, insignificant.
Impossible to ignore.
You must tell us everything, Mr. Sholmes. Spare no detail.
But of course. Let the theatrical tragedy before us be unraveled by my great deductions presented for your pleasure in 2 acts.
We've heard some truly astounding great deductions from Mr. Sholmes in the past. No doubt this will be no exception. What miracles will unfold before our eyes this time?
So, my dear fellows, for your delight and wonder, let the curtain rise. For Herlock Sholmes's Logic and Reasoning Spectacular, Act 1.
You couldn't see it, but I was posing theatrically.
Yeah, the great deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Cause of death. Conclusion. Oh. Get that. Time to spin the camera. Careful observation of the victim reveals to us the events that transpired in this disconsolate room last night. Foam at the mouth of the deceased clearly indicates the use of poison.
Oh, he reacted to that. I see you over there, Soseki-san.
Next to the victim, we notice a large dining plate, which contains, you will observe, like a bar of soap.
I was originally going to say, oh, it must be a cake, but then a funnier thought entered my mind. It also reminded me of a stick of butter, like a huge
Just
stick
eating
of
butter.
And then I also thought of FNAF, so an exotic butter. Anyway.
Okay. I don't get it, but okay. 1/2 of a sizable bar of soap.
It really is soap. Wow.
Meaningful, indubitably. Why is this soap set so purposefully upon the dish? Like the victim's last supper, in fact, yes. Could it be that the man was about to eat it? Of course, the fork reveals the answer.
He's like, what?
He's looking at the audience.
Like, really? That's what you think?
It appears that the young man's appetite was his undoing. Taking up arms in the form of his cutlery, the victim engaged in a deadly battle for his life. Yet the struggle against his hunger was in vain, for in the end, he couldn't resist devouring the slippery feast. But London's foul soap is besmirched by foul poison. Yes, the victim's life was claimed by poison that tainted the contents of the plate. The soap and the lather about the young man's mouth are too perfectly matched to ignore. The cause of death was clearly intoxication due to an excessive ingestion of foul soap.
That was certainly something.
Though personally, I have a greater interest in the taste of foul candle wax, of course. What? Sherlock, do you eat candles? Poison
Don't
from
you?
soap ingestion. Topic 2. Suicide or murder? The cause of death identified, we proceed to Act 2, where we ponder the next question. Was this suicide or murder?
Oh, he reacted again.
The audience will recall that death occurred during the victim's last supper. Did the man dine and die alone? This single teacup suggests the answer. To draw a conclusion on such meager evidence would be foolish, however, certainly. The careful criminal could have absconded with his own cup to cover his tracks. Well, allow me to lift the veil of doubt, my dear fellow. Indeed, what reveals the answer, of course, is the broken lock. Though forced open now, at the time of the incident, this door was locked. That's a locked door mystery.
Oh.
And the sole key was in the victim's pocket. We know about this from Danganronpa.
Yes, we do.
In other words, when the victim consumed the poison, he must have done it alone, been alone. Alone with his inferior soap. from whence wafted an inferior scent. And with that acrid aroma lingering in the air, the victim met his end in tragic solitude. We can take comfort only in the fact that his soul was well cleansed on its way to the hereafter.
Wow.
No possible perpetrator present. A lot of alliteration in this game.
Yeah. Which I like. I like alliteration.
Thus concludes the final act of Herlock Sholmes' great deduction.
Well, we're gonna tell you why you're wrong, because we know
Yeah.
how this happens. We know whenever this goes around. We gotta do our own little dance.
Munch, munch.
There's just one thing, Mr. Sholmes.
You are disposed to identifying just one thing, aren't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Pray, what concerns you?
Well, no matter how hungry he was, do you really think the man would have eaten soap?
It is quite apparent that this man had barely a penny to his name. It is a curious thing, but to one so destitute, soap can suddenly appear quite irresistibly appetizing. I mean, haven't you looked at a bar of soap?
And thought, man, I'd like to eat that.
What if I just took a bite out of it?
There have been some nice ones that smell good that I have thought about
What
that
if you
with.
just took a bite?
Yum, yum, yum. How extraordinary.
In truth, I have tried a little soap myself in the past.
You've eaten it, you mean?
My dear fellow, it was some time ago now. My postulation was that it would cleanse my gut.
And did it?
As I writhed in agony on the floor and spilt the contents of my stomach, yes, I believe it did. The experience taught me a valuable lesson. Soap is quite poisonous.
Or just gross? I don't know. Is that a historical thing? Was old soap dangerous to eat?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, hang on. We're usually an educational stream.
It has an unpleasant taste and leads to great discomfort. In summary, I cannot recommend it. One star.
1 star. Would not eat again. Hang on. I am curious. I'm gonna Google this.
So, like, is soap poisonous?
Yeah. Is or was soap ever... Oh, stop putting periods. No! Ever poisonous. I can spell.
Poisonous.
It's minimally toxic. Soaps can be highly toxic.
Who knows, Besa is the answer. Who's to say?
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, well, supposedly, I guess it may be a little bit.
Believe me, I wouldn't eat it even if you did.
There's something that troubles me as well, actually.
Oh, what's that?
It's Mr. Natsume.
Ah!
I couldn't help noticing him shuddering and quivering out of the corner of my eye. Almost as if Mr. Sholmes' deductions touched a nerve somehow.
Nonsense.
Well, that clenched teeth episode didn't last.
I think, judging by Mr. Natsume's reaction, the great detective's deductions may need some gentle corrections in order to reach the actual truth.
Yes, Mr. Sholmes' observations and deductions are sometimes a little too sharp. He has a tendency to hit the nail on the side of the head and drive it in an obtuse angle. When he does that, it falls to us to straighten things out.
What a nice way of saying he just gets it wrong.
Yeah.
All right then, let's see what we can do.
Yes, we must pick out the key words in Mr. Sholmes' quite brilliant deductions, and discreetly exchange them for something that makes a little more sense. If we could do that, I'm sure we'll arrive at what Mr. Sholmes meant to say in the first place.
In that case, are you ready for the second performance of the day?
Are you?
Once again, my dear fellows, for your continued delight and wonder, let the curtain rise for Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular Act 1. Again. Course correction.
Hold it, Mr. Sholmes!
Cause of death.
Okay, so we said the careful observation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Foam at the mouth of the deceased, clearly indicating the use of poison.
Okay,
The
wait,
poison
wait,
for
wait.
Cusco, Cusco's
Can
poison.
we, like, do anything? No? Okay.
Okay. Next to the victim, we notice large dining plate, which contains what you will observe soap. Meaningful, indubitably, which is why the soap is set perfectly on the dish. Yeah, see if you can touch it when he does the question mark. I'm curious.
Okay, when, like, a word appears like this. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, well now
it's
we
gonna give us a little tutorial, yeah.
Okay. Well, you can't deny that a fork implies the man was eating something, or about to eat something. Yes, that's true. If I were to decide to eat some soap, I should prefer to use a fork than attempt it with chopsticks. And of course, only half the bar of soap is left on the plate. But might there not be some other explanation? Something material that proves whether or not the man really ate some soap.
Like the bite marks on it?
I mean, there looks like there are bite marks, but it's hard to say. Of course, the fork reveals the answer.
The teacup?
Maybe. Do you think he was drinking tea with his soap? The cup's empty, so there's no way of knowing. How about this for an idea? Perhaps the cup was full of water, and he was dissolving soap in it so he could gulp it as much down as possible?
Please remember that he may not actually have been the soap lover that he's been made out to be.
There's stuff on the floor.
There it is!
Other piece of soap. Oh, see, it's just broken in half.
Look, there's more soap on the floor. Mr. Shamspeare must really have loved the stuff.
Let's not jump to conclusions, Mr. Naruhodo. Look closely at this soap. Do you see that it would fit together perfectly with the half bar on the table?
What the? How could it be?
I think that they are two halves of the same bar that broke apart.
Huh. Okay.
So no, he did not. Can we click the fork and maybe?
I suppose you'd eat soap with a fork, would you?
I don't think it's a question of which implement you'd use. You shouldn't eat soap, full stop.
But then why? Why does the man have a fork in his hand?
Oh dear, I understand your frustration, Mr. Naruhodo, but please don't take it out on me. The point is, if we decide the man used the fork to eat the soap, we wouldn't be changing Mr. Sholmes' deduction. So we really ought to consider some other clues.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it is the other bar of
click
soap.
on this again?
Look, there's more soap on the
we
floor.
saw-
Really love
we
the
saw-
stuff.
we saw. I forget. Do we need to, like... Hold on. We can also...
Here, look at the hat. Let's look at everything. We haven't looked at the hat.
No, it doesn't come up.
Oh. Did you do the stain on the table? Oh, we can't.
How do we... Am I, like, forgetting, like, do we have to press a certain button or something?
Oh, wait. Present! Alright.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. We do have to do it.
Take that!
Of course, the other piece of soap. There you go.
Could it be that the man was about to eat it? Of course. The other piece of soap reveals the answer. It being the other half of the
It
soap.
being the other half of the soap on the table. In short, the victim was not eating soap at all.
Did you like Sholmes' interpretation of Ryunosuke? Very good. Very convincing.
But it's obvious, really, for no depths of hunger could drive any man to attempt to eat soap, even though that's what I was just saying. Even I, with my unquenchable thirst for practical knowledge, took only a single bite.
But that begs the question of how the man was poisoned, because there is no sign of any food on the table.
An excellent observation, Mr. Naruhodo, and one that furnishes us with the answer we seek. For London's foul soap is besmirched by foul poison. Okay, I think he's back to his usual.
Okay.
He's back to the soap.
Oh, contents of the
Okay.
plate!
Poison that tainted the contents of the plate.
Mr. Sholmes is still pushing the soap argument, then.
Perhaps he's suggesting the man licked the soap rather than ate it.
If soap in London is that poisonous, I don't think I'd want to be washing my hands with it. But there are no signs of any food in this room at all.
Of course,
Food isn't the only thing that passes people's lips, is it?
Yeah.
There's a cup.
There's a cup right there.
Cup. Cup.
Cup.
Cup.
Teacup.
Yes, a Western vessel for the serving of infusions of dried tea leaves.
You have cups in Japan.
It's a teacup, Mr. Norahodi, as you well know. Stop putting on airs. And it's empty.
Ah, so we've already established that the victim wasn't eating soap when he died. However, there's significant evidence to suggest that he was drinking tea.
My thoughts exactly.
Present.
Yes.
Teacup. He went on a teacup ride and got dizzy.
Oh, yeah, those rides would kill me too.
Yes, the victim's life was claimed by poison that tainted the teacup.
Indeed, cups have been the vessel of choice for practicing poisoners over the centuries.
I bet it's gonna be that bottle. There's a bottle right there.
And it would appear that this victim drank every last drop.
There's no sign of food anywhere in the room.
Which leads us to the immutable conclusion. The cause of death was clearly intoxication due to the ingestion of poison contained in this teacup.
Yay!
Not so.
I knew it all along, says Herlock.
Alright, time for topic 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
The cause of death is identified. The cause of death and back to yeah, okay, this is the same stuff. Yeah. Until we get to the key word.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a little different. Teacup. Oh.
Single teacup suggests the answer. Ah, the Western vessel for infused hot drinks again. It's already featured heavily in our deductions so far.
Yes, we can imagine that shortly before his death, Mr. Shakespeare was having a drink of tea. There would be nothing remarkable about that. But what troubles me is Mr. Natsume's reaction when he was what
is finishing each other's sentences.
Oh my gosh, we worked so
finishing each
well.
other's sandwiches.
Is Mr. Natsume's reaction when he heard Mr. Sholmes suggest it. There's more to this deduction than it seems.
We must closely examine the scene of the crime again for some more clues. Is there another cup like on the floor? Oh!
Oh, he's holding on.
Are we really that blind?
Also, man, he's still holding it while he's dead?
I mean, I'm still sus if he's dead or not, but we'll see.
It's a
Teacup!
And it too is empty.
Given that he's actually holding this one in his hand, we can assume that this is the cup from which Mr. Shakespeare was actually drinking.
Oops. What did you think of my impersonation of you?
That was really good. Holy shit. But if that's the case, this changes everything. Everything we've deduced up to now is turned on its head. I have a bad feeling about this. I almost don't want to say it.
Yes, I know exactly how you feel.
But the truth waits for no one.
Just drag the cursor over there.
I am.
Drag the cursor over to the teacup.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Or I guess click, because I guess drag.
Oops.
Oh, well.
Wrong click.
Just hold the button. Hold the...
It's okay. It's short enough. Okay. Or.
There you go.
Good teamwork, babe.
Yep.
Did the man dine and die alone? This other teacup suggests the answer. Yes, there were 2 teacups in this room all along.
Ah!
In other words, this is a strong indication that at the victim's last supper...
Sorry, I just saw a spider.
There was a guest present.
Oh, that doesn't look like Soseki.
That looks like the one guy. The bad guy.
Does it?
Kind of.
I was gonna say, kind of looks like Garadeb a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I guess
Well, no, remember he was shaped like a moon.
Oh, well, I thought his chin was... Yeah, maybe his chin's not protruding enough.
At the very least, we can say now with certainty that somebody else was here in the room last night, even though I said the opposite. Well, what are you talking about? Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. To draw a conclusion on such meager evidence would be foolish, however, certainly.
Sorry, I was yawning. In which case, what more can we deduce about this possible guest at the table?
Should we probably leave off once we finish this section?
Maybe. Let's try to get some information out of this guy, because clearly he's got some stuff. But I agree with you. After
this
scene. This scene, yeah.
Yeah. Allow me to lift the veil of doubt, my dear fellow.
Do you mean to say you know who exactly was in this room at the time of the victim's death?
Indeed. What reveals the answer, of course, is the broken lock.
Nope.
Ryunosuke uses his time stop powers.
No! I'm not sure I like where this deduction is going now.
I'm afraid it's too late to go back to the halcyon days of eating too much soap.
But the identity of the guest who was in here last night when the victim passed away is something I have a very bad feeling about.
Well, you can try to ignore your feelings, but we cannot ignore the truth, Mr. Naruhodo.
No, I suppose not. Time to look around again.
Those guys I watch on YouTube are always saying facts don't care about your feelings.
I wonder.
Yeah?
There's a pile of books.
Click.
She's an author.
Click on.
I'm clicking. There.
On it again.
I will do that again.
At first glance, it seems that the only things in this room are the makeshift stage and the costumes. I overlooked these 3 books initially.
I wonder what they are. Let's see. The titles read, The Picture of Monsieur Lecoq, Consummary Yearnings, and A Meal for Gabriel.
Gaborio. Wait, I'm sure I've heard those titles before.
It could just be an incredible coincidence, but they're the exact same 3 books that Mr. Natsume purchased the other day.
Oh my god.
What? Yes, from the day of the unfortunate incident when Miss Green was stabbed. Soseki-san had just been to a bookshop and bought them. That's right.
And now those 3 titles are here in the room of the victim.
Yet Mr. Natsume claims he's never been here before.
God damn it, Soseki. Why do you have to keep getting implicated in crimes?
Right? Man. Dude, stop. What does this mean, do you think?
Because wait, when did he come up again? Like, wasn't he in... Because he was in 2 cases, right? I'm trying to remember, like... He wasn't the suspect in both of them, right?
Well, I mean, I think this is going to imply that he was the suspect in both. Because remember when we were talking before to Herlock, we were talking, and this is a flashback.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about in the previous game. Because we encountered him in...
I think we only had him for one. He might have shown up as like what do you call him?
A witness, or something?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to remember, but I can't remember.
I think.
It's been so long.
It has been. For anybody who's watching this in succession, you know it more than we do. If you're watching this on youtube.com, then you probably know. We are the fools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Familiar books.
Let's see.
Look at the bottle just
yeah,
for
I'm
fun.
kind of curious.
It's empty.
Empty of liquid, but full of air. That makes you think, doesn't it?
It makes me think that you're full of hot air. We should be thinking about who else was in the room at the time.
Bother. Susato-san's quip in response was cleverer than my original riddle.
It wasn't even really that clever, Ryunosuke.
Alright. Present. Present. Alright, I will now resume the flow of time.
Indeed. What reveals the answer, of course, is the pile of familiar books.
Quite so. It's no mere coincidence that these 3 titles are here in this room. It's the link to the truth. That's my favorite Zelda game.
No, my favorite is Wind Waker!
That could also have been a thumbnail. Just him in the middle.
What about this one?
Maybe.
I'm gonna print screen it just...
Might be too much of a spoiler, I don't know.
Well, again, I still think you can crop out the words.
Sure.
Mr. Natsume, you purchased these books 4 days ago at a secondhand bookshop.
That's just a coincidence. In that case, you will be able to bring the same 3 titles from your own room, will you not? this very moment. Uh,
Do you rather that one?
no,
No? Okay. I was gonna print screen if you wanted it.
never. Not negotiable.
I mean, that one. I love his wacky antics. If you can't bring your own copies here, it proves these 3 books are in fact yours. See, that would be a good thumbnail too.
Yeah.
Having purchased the books 4 days ago and returned to your lodgings.
Hold on. I want to see, will Inosuke just slide off the screen? He's sliding.
He's going.
He's sliding.
He's continuing.
He's sliding.
He's not stopping.
Is he stopping? I think
No,
he
he's
stopped.
not.
I think he stopped. He's not moving.
Oh yeah, he did stop.
That would be funny if he just slowly
went out.
just
Yeah.
flew off the screen.
That would have been really good. Anyway, having purchased the books 4 days ago and returned to your lodgings, you were arrested the very next day. So you could conceivably have brought the books here on that evening, but you never mentioned that.
In other words, you could only have brought these 3 books here to the victim's room. Wow.
I loved it. That was great.
Last night, having returned to your lodgings after the trial concluded at the Old Bailey. In short, there is only one possible conclusion.
You two are lovers. Knew it.
The victim died here in his room last night as a result of poisoning. And that same... Oh, that's you.
And at that same night, the victim had a visitor.
And that visitor... was you, Mr. I thought they were gonna say it together.
Was you, Mr. Soseki Natsume? We could say it together. Do you want to say it together?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's taking a dump. That's always what he looks like.
Yeah.
Thus concludes the final act of Herlock Sholmes' great deduction.
Oof.
Oh, see, I bet there's gonna be something like behind that, like set.
I bet you. You're right.
There's like a room back there, but that'll be relevant.
Deduction
Elementary.
complete. Oop. Thank you, Addie. And a posture check, yes! Ah, fix that posture. Thank you so much for that, friend. Much appreciated.
He really...
He looks like he's on the potty.
Please, not here. Not here, Soseki.
I'm gonna print screen that one.
Print screen that one. It's a good screenshot. Not again, not again, not again.
No, not these pants, not these pants. I already had to ruin one pair. He is sweating beads.
Not again. Well then, Mr. Natsume. I'm convinced. It would appear you're gonna have to accompany me down to the yard again. Oh. Did they already... Okay, never mind.
Yay! Thank you for that.
I think Saribot
Good
took
job.
care of it.
Good job, Saribot.
Okay. Hold your horses. Yes.
I don't have any.
Door, key, locked. Entry, exit, entirely impossible.
He's so flustered. He's being even stranger than normal.
What, you think that's an alibi? You could have just made a copy. What? You live in the same building after all. You'd have had plenty of opportunity, I'm sure. But... Misery me. Sorry, sir. You'll get your chance to give your side of the story later. The facts speak for themselves, Mr. Mustache. You horrible Herlock Sholmes.
I mean, we were the one that actually figured it out, so I'm actually surprised he's not more mad at us. He really has found himself an arch rival now, hasn't he?
Addie, Gregson has infinitely regenerating fish and chips.
He does, and it's quite impressive. I want a similar thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what he said, but that was
Oh,
my
no
bad.
dilly-dally. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. He's got the anime eyes.
The sparkles.
I never imagined I'd be in this position again, but you have to help me, please, please. I'm innocent.
All right, I understand. We'll come to your cell later and talk about it.
And one more thing.
Oh, yes?
My poor little kitty cat. Please give him his breakfast for me.
We've got to feed the cat. Got to do that.
And so, his evil curse still apparently unbroken. Soseki-san found himself once again the prime suspect in a case of murder. Thanks to the incriminating deduction of the great detective. And me.
My dear fellow, that honor belongs to you.
Aw, he finally recognizes it. Thank you. You're right, it does belong to me. I am great.
Well, at least that means Inspector Gregson is no longer here. We can examine the crime scene in more detail now.
Yes, that's right. Ah, and of course.
Huh?
Have you forgotten what the inspector mentioned before? It was the landlord, Mr. Garadeb, who discovered Mr. Shamspear.
Ah, Mr. John Garadeb. Yes.
I expect we could find him in his sitting room on the top floor as usual.
Right. We must remember to go and talk to him later then.
Okay. So do you want to
Should we
save here?
should we examine the room first and then, or what do you think?
I mean, that seems like it will be a whole nother thing.
Yeah, perhaps. Okay. So
And I know you're hungry, I think.
yeah, my stomach did growl the minute
Yeah.
we started playing. So yeah, I suppose it is time for me to get some infinite fish and chips.
Hell
But
yeah.
not actual fish and chips. Something
You'd
else.
probably prefer if it was just like chicken instead of fish.
Probably, yeah. Like if it was chicken tender,
fingers.
chicken
There you
tender,
go.
infinite dipping sauce. Oh my god, yeah. So many choices. Yum yum. What would you want an infinite supply of? If you could have a handheld infinite supply of food, what would you have? Because I don't know if it would be chicken for me. Like, I do like to eat chicken, but is that what I would
Well,
have?
specifically chicken fingers and fries together.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Would I want that?
Like that.
Would I want that?
Or like a pizza. Every time you take a slice, just it reappears.
Oh,
That'd
infinite
be pretty
pizza.
good.
Infinite pizza is good. I do like the sound of that. What about you? What about you, Ergo?
Like the pizza's a good option.
Would you be an infinite burger?
Or an infinite burger. Just every time you take a bite out, it just reappears.
See, for me, I would want an infinite toasted sub. It's gotta be
Infinite
toasted.
sub. That's a good.
It's gotta
that's a
be
good
toasted.
idea.
Yep, gotta be toasted.
Infinite sandwich.
Num 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 num. I like the sound of that.
It's like
Infinite
you eat one half and then you just look back at the sandwich and it's
Well,
just
see,
full
it
again.
loads just like it. You go, huh?
Yeah.
Load, and then it's
Yeah.
back, and you're like, heck yeah.
Yeah, you just shake it and it reloads because that's basically what he does.
Basically. Okay, so that all being said, I hope that you can determine what your infinite favorite food would be. But while you're thinking of that, we should probably find someone to raid. Let's see if anyone's available.
Here.
See if any
I'll
of our
check on
friends
my
are
phone.
on. Oh, beep. Thank you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Great.
I still wonder if this guy is
Keep
actually
forgetting how
dead.
weird Twitch is.
Yeah, Twitch is weird. It just immediately
you
sends
think-
you to somebody.
Do you think while we're investigating the room, he'll just like wake up?
Yeah, that'd be wild. But then what would happen? That would kind of end the whole thing, wouldn't it? Be like, oh, he's not actually dead.
There is Moon,
Oh, yeah?
and there is Katharina.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Oh, let's do Moon. I haven't raided Moon in like a long time, I don't think.
she might have just started recently because I don't think she was on earlier. So sounds good. Oh, oops. Of course, now it's just
Now
putting
you're
an
an
ad
ad.
on my phone.
Now
Wait, hold
you're
on.
an ad.
No, wait. I gotta be in your chat because I need to be part of the raid.
Oh, yeah, you do.
there we
You
go.
got to
Yeah,
be a part of the
yeah.
raid. Okay, so raid channel.
I can't just join her channel.
Okay, oh, here
wait,
it
what
is.
Twitch is
If
being weird.
I click this, will it immediately send?
What? No. That'll start it.
That will start it? Or it'll start it. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, click Start Raid.
All right.
That's interesting. It gives you a little preview.
So yeah, they're playing Expedition 33.
So it's kind of weird that it, like, I think if you close that, it might cancel it.
I don't
This is
know.
a weird
Yeah,
setup.
how does this work?
What the heck, Twitch? What happens if you click close? I'm just curious. Will that cancel it? Click the little X. No, okay.
Oh, it doesn't?
So you can close that.
Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, yeah, right, Addie, who'd have thought? Twitch
Never
making
mind.
sense.
Well, it turned out I was wrong. It actually did make sense.
Yay! We're happy to have that. And we were happy to have all of you, by the way. Thank you for stopping by, Addie. And thank you. Yes, I'm looking forward to my dinner. So thank you very much. And thank you, Tiraf and Fox, for being in chat as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is where you're from. You're awesome. And we'll find out what happens next time. Place your bets if you think Sham Spear is actually alive.
Or like Slam Spear.
Or that. I don't think I can end it any better than that. Goodbye. Say hi to Moon.